Hello, you're watching ERi-TV and welcome to English News Broadcast. These are the top stories. 8 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests carried out today. Financial support extended to augment the national fund to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Israeli warplanes bomb Hamas sites in Gaza. And as they become hungry, Haiti Quake survivors demand emergency. The local news, we have an announcement from the Ministry of Health. 8 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests carried out today at quarantine centers in the central, southern, and Sabah regions. Out of this, 5 patients are from the quarantine center in Asmara Center region. 2 patients are from quarantine centers in Araza 1 and Dekmahara 1 southern region. The last patient is from quarantine center in Karen and Sabah region. On the other hand, 9 patients will be receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the Gashbarka 6 and Central 3 regions have fully recovered and have been discharged from these facilities. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly risen to 6,518, while the number of deaths stands at 37. And the total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 6,632. Ministry of Health, Asmara, August 24, 2021. The Ministry of Health reported that nationals inside and outside the country contributed financial support to augment the national fund to fight the COVID-19 pandemic in Eritrea. According to the reports, employees of the Ministry of Finance and National Development, on the top of contribution of 1,850,000 nakfa they previously made, contributed additional 186,000 nakfa for the same cause. In related news, Friends of Eritrea and the UK contributed 3,388 euros for the same cause. Mr. Tekhla Legessa, head of milk and milk products development at the Halhala Agricultural Project, said the project is creating vast employment opportunity to the residents of the nearby villages. Pointing out that project is located surrounding villages that lead their lives through agriculture, Mr. Tekhla said the project is also dramatically contributing in transferring expertise to the farmers. Mr. Tekhla also said the objective of the project alongside agricultural and dairy farming activities is also contributing in creating employment opportunity and technology transfer, and that a number of villages have become beneficiaries. The residents said the project is contributing in improving their livelihoods and in developing their knowledge on vegetable farming and modern dairy farming. Halhala Agricultural Project, which was established in 2017, is equipped with modern agricultural and dairy farming facilities and has created employment opportunity to a number of youth and to the residents of the nearby villages. The Youth Workers Organization and the Fambo Center Denkalia Sabzon contributed 24,000 nakfa in support of 8 families of martyrs, stating that supporting families of martyrs is not to be left to the government only and that the community has been taking initiatives to that regard. Mr. Osman Abubakar, head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students in the Southern Red Sea region, said the support extended by the youth workers is in continuation of the similar initiative they have been taken. Pointing out that strong effort has been exerted to support families of martyrs and needy citizens in the Sabzon, Mr. Adam Abdullah, a managing director of the Sabzon, said more effort will be exerted to enable the families of martyrs and needy citizens to become self-supportive and productive members of the society. At the same vein, the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in Afambo organized training program to 15 youths on bee farming. Mr. Hallo Igahal, administrator of Avambo administrative area, said the objective of the training was to develop the capacity of the farmers on modern bee farming and called on the trainees to apply the trainings they received on the ground and improve their livelihoods. And now back with the international news after a short break. Welcome back. Israeli warplanes bombed Hamas sites in Gaza in response to provocative balloons launched from the Palestinian enclave that caused brush fires in southern Israel. This according to a statement issued today by its military. There were no immediate reports of casualties in the airstrike that targeted what the military said were a weapon production facility and a rocket launch site belonging to Hamas, the group that rules Gaza. Since an Egyptian-mediated ceasefire halted 11 days of Israeli-Hamas fighting in May, Gaza militants have sporadically sent balloons carrying provocative material into Israel, drawing Israeli strikes on Hamas facilities. Deep in the mountains of Haiti's southern peninsula, about 100 farmers are living in slender tents of wood poles and bed sheds that are erected along the highway. The quake destroyed their homes, crops, and the deep concrete-lined holes used to collect and store rainwater. Now, with scant food and water, many of the young children suffer from hunger, fevers, and infections. This according to Evelia Michel, a mother of 5 living in the encampment. Many survivors of an earthquake that killed more than 2,200 people in southern Haiti are worried about providing for their children, with more than 500,000 minors feared to be at risk from the fallout. The UNICEF says over 500,000 children were affected by the earthquake. More than 20 people have been killed and dozens were injured in shootings and stampedes amid chaos near the Kabul International Airport, as many Afghans have kept swarming the area and hoping to board an evacuation flight. Since the Afghan Taliban entered the capital city of Kabul on August 15, tens of thousands of Afghans trying to flee the country have flocked around the airport. U.S. soldiers, Taliban fighters, and Afghan security force members have made great efforts to maintain the order at entrance to the airport for more than a week. Most of the Afghans gathering outside the airport are not holding passport or identity documents, but they are still trying to leave Afghanistan. Meanwhile, others with valid legal documents often fail to enter the airport because of the chaos. Brazilian firefighters struggled to control a blaze at Jaguar State Park in the state of Sao Paulo. According to local authorities, dry weather and high temperatures helped the fire spread. Firefighters received 2,360 calls for fires in the area over the weekend. Fire authorities said there are 3 active fires and more than 1,200 hectares have already been burned. They said they suspect the fire started after a hot air balloon crashed into the park. Firefighters explained that it is difficult to put out the flames as tanker trucks are unable to access some areas. A military police helicopter has also been employed to battle the blazes. And now a reminder of the top stories. 8 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests carried out today. Financial support extended to augment the national fund to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Israeli warplanes bomb Hamas sites in Gaza. And as they become hungry, Haiti quake survivors demand emergency. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.